Hi there, wonderful awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose of jorose.com, numerologist and energy forecaster, and in this video I'm sharing with you the monthly forecast for December 2019. Just before I do, let's recap on what 2019 has in store. It's a 3 energy, and we know this because we reduced down the current year. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. It's a 3 energy. It's about self-expression, the joy of living, emotions, creativity, imagination, childlike behaviour, fun and social. To understand more about the 2019 energy, do go and check my 2019 video in the link above. Moving on to December. December is a 6 energy, and we know this by reducing down December. 1 plus 2 equals 3, adding it to the current year energy of 3 equals 6. What does that mean for us? That means love, nurture, home, family, community, responsibilities, service. It's a number of service, but never servitude. Let's just remember that, especially at this time of year. I want to focus this particular video really around love, family and home. Love is the greatest joy of all, to just feel love, to embrace love, to ooze love, to own love. It's the strongest energy, and love can solve everything. Love is often confused with joy. And I say this, and I want you to alter your perception really this month on love. When we say we love something, we love a car, we love a donut, we love a burger, we love a book. What we're saying is it brought us joy and satisfaction. It's not love, because love is there no matter what. And this is the bit where we must understand love is not conditional. And you've possibly heard people talk about unconditional love. And it's very hard to work unconditional love here on planet Earth. I did create a blog post, and I'll leave the link below for that, on the 7 stages of love. We start with unconditional love, we'll return to unconditional love, but what happens in between is all about growth and how we evolve. Love starts with the self. You know my saying, it's your life, L-Y-F-E. Love yourself first every day. And this is where we need to be focusing. This month was really about becoming the inspiration. Loving us oozes out and we become the light. The 3 energy of 2019 is teaching us to become the light, to inspire others. Seek out love. This is what I want to suggest you do this month, is seek out love. When you meet someone, when you talk to a family member or a friend or somebody at work, ask them, what did you love about today? What do you love about your work? What do you love about your home? What do you love about your relationship? What do you love about yourself? By asking this question, we are refocusing the mind. Often when we see people, we say, how are you? And they'll tell you all of their challenges and struggles. And this is because we want to feel connected. But what if we could still feel connected through love, the true essence of love? I tested this out with my youngest son a few years back when I stopped asking him how was school today, and I started to ask him, what did you love about school? I can't tell you how much this altered not just our relationship at the end of his school day, but his whole mind started to think differently. So much so that he went on to study film, because he realised certain things that lit him up and started to work with that. So start by asking, what do you love about? Whatever it is that you wish to ask them about, what do you love about it? The next thing I want to move on to is your relationships, your spouse, your children, your parents, your siblings, your extended family, friends, work colleagues, neighbours, is tell them what they mean to you. Turn any negatives into positives. This year I have said work on your relationships. So what is it? Everybody's our teacher. What is it that your family and friends are teaching you? What is it that you love about them? Tell them this. Tell them how you feel with them. Sometimes it may mean that you've got to go into a little bit of a lower vibration first, but tell them how understanding this about them or what it brought up for you helped you move forward. A story with a different son of mine was one on his behaviour, how I felt that him being selfish, how could that be teaching me something? What it was really teaching me when I did the inner work was to place myself first. Look, nobody can love you until you love yourself. And I was putting everybody before myself without dealing with myself. And I was looking for others to fill me up. No, 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 no. We have to fill ourselves up. So turn any positives into, any negatives into positives in your relationships. Moving on, accept people where they are at now and not where society expects them to be or you feel they should be. We cannot work with the unreal. We can only work where we are now. And by accepting people, very 6 energy, we want to fix everything as a 6 energy. But when we accept people where we are, we can help them see where they are. And perhaps they might then ask, how can I get to this point? Or we don't always know what's right for someone else. This is just our perception. We're all our own soul guiding our own path. So allow people to do that. But accepting them where they are is a great start for improving any relationship. Next point. Who matters to you and not what matters? I hear so often conflict in relationships where we want to be right, we want to be seen, we want to be heard. Sometimes we can push people so far away, we can't make decisions. I had a couple of people come to talk to me the other day. My house is on the market and I want to sell it. And they aren't sure about moving in together because they've got a lot of conflict. And I said to them, what are your greatest attributes to each of them, and what do you see as the greatest attribute for the other person, and how does that help you? Because if you keep pushing the relationship away, it may go, and then what are you left with? It may be that you are meant to be left with this clean slate, but quite often, if we really do love somebody, then it's about finding out how they are bringing up something that we need to work on and how we can work on it together. My next point is seek peace and harmony. Restore peace. The 6 energy really wants peace. And we're in the month of December and it's all about peace when we think about the nativity and the story. And as each year comes to an end and we look to the future, we want it to be bright because we've got this fresh start. But it can only be this when we can get peace and harmony within ourselves, within our relationships and within our home. I should have done these as numbers really. The next one I want to say is don't impose your views on other people. Negative 6 energy, and I often only talk about the positive energy, but negative 6 energy can bring out the tyrant in you, the know-it-all. The 6 can be very meddlesome. And as we come together at this time of year for the festive period, I mean, it is coming, as we come together, allow people to be themselves. I've already said accept where they are, but stop fixing. You know, I've noticed that when we get together around Christmas time, the holiday time, the teenager in each of us comes up, and the parents see us as the teenagers, our siblings see us as the teenagers, and then conflicts come. You know what? Just come together as who you are now. So what it was in the past, let it go. in order to not impose your views, I want you to start walking your talk. And what I mean by that is you may have points that you want to help other people change, but you know what? When you make the changes and you prove it works, other people start to say, how did you do that? Share with me. I'd love to understand that a bit more. What you're becoming is the inspiration, this 3 energy that 2019 has. You're becoming an inspiration. And when you become an inspiration, because if we take even children, our children, they model themselves on us. So walk your talk, become congruent with this, inspire change, not dictatorship. Moving on. Love is free, right? Love is not conditional. There are no strings, no bonds, nothing attached to them. It's not codependent. We have to let go of what is not ours, and nobody is ours. And so are you playing out codependent roles in your relationships? Because codependency doesn't help anybody. The question I want you to ask yourself is, who are you rescuing? 9 times out of 10, you're rescuing yourself. So do the inner work, work on yourself. But who are you rescuing? And rescuing somebody is not helpful. Let go of rescuing others because you are stunting their growth. Experiential learning, life's experiences, is the best form of education. You can keep telling your children something till you're blue in the face, but let them get out there. Let them stumble and fall and learn it. Let them come back and share. Listen to what they have to say. So let go of codependence. The 6th energy is all about codependence and family, and we can often find ourselves very meddlesome, and then in return we feel martyrish, not listened, not needed, not heard. And that's no good for anybody, because you're worth listening to. Just do it by walking your talk. What a great month for random acts of kindness. The 6th energy is all about this. This is why the 6 is probably the most sought after number in many relationships and friendships, because the 6 is all about keeping that peace and that harmony. So think about acts of kindness. Be sensitive and considerate to others. Acts of kindness do not have to cost money. It could just be a nice smile, a compliment, helping someone out. For me, I'm helping out a bunch of university students that I use in my home to shoot a movie. And it's quite exciting having them all round and making this movie. So how can you help? What random act of kindness can you do? I've mentioned that December is about family, community and home. So let's look at home as we get ready for the festive season. Use this energy, this 6th energy, to clean your home. When I say spring clean, winter clean, make sure it's all nice and fresh and comfy and cozy. Do any maintenance. Correct your light bulbs, sweep your paths, make it inviting, make it a place where people want to come and visit you, and then start decorating for Christmas. This is my friend here, the gingerbread man. Although he's not been given to me as a gingerbread man, this is biscuit. I have a Greek friend who tends to say biscuit instead of biscuit, and we think it's so funny, and then she's found him. So he's my first Christmas decoration that is going up this month. Make it warm and friendly and get the Christmas smells in. Do your baking in plenty of time. And when you're buying presents, take time out to really know the person that you are buying the gift for. There's a great book, The 5 Love Languages, and it helps you understand the people around you and how that they feel that they're really understood and connected, because it's all about building connection in the relationships. So be wise when you shop, and also treat yourself. You deserve a gift. What is it that you'd like to treat yourself to in this month? I always buy myself a gift and tell my kids it was from Santa Claus. He never stops remembering me because I'm still a child as well, and it's nice to receive a little something under the tree. It's a month to have fun and social. There'll be Christmas parties, there'll be festive concerts and Father Christmases, Santa Claus around the streets. Just get out there and get in the Christmas spirit. Have a mince pie, a mulled wine, go around the Christmas markets, go wherever you feel like you want to capture some essence that maybe you had as a child. The nativity plays, the pantomimes. Just get out there and have some fun. Connect, enjoy, laugh. And I'm really emphasizing this month because next year, 2020, is a year of structure, stability, planning, and it's all about pushing our limitations. So just fill yourself up with fun. Use the time that you connect with people over this festive period to plan your diary for next year. I've already mentioned it's all about more work and structure. So get structure in, put dates in your diary that you're going to meet up, holidays, things that you're going to do with loved ones, families and friends, because you might get so busy next year that you forget this, and this fun year will feel like so far away. So get that diary out and start planning. While we're talking about Christmas, I just want to say that you could consider a numerology reading as a Christmas gift for yourself or for somebody that you love, that you want to buy something a little different for. A numerology reading will give you a full insight of who you are and why you're here. So there's no better time than, maybe if you can't think of a gift to buy someone, is to get in touch with me and consider having a reading. You could have a gift voucher from me that you can present to them for their Christmas present. 2020 is on the horizon, and before it starts, I want to take this opportunity to wish you fun and festivity. 'Tis the season to be jolly. 'Tis the season of goodwill. How can you raise the vibration with this wonderful 6-3 energy that we have this month? December 31st, when we make those New Year's resolutions, don't just make resolutions for the year ahead, 2020. Take time to reflect what you have achieved in 2019. I know for me, it was a 7-year, and it was a very introspective year, and I'm moving forward to a very external year in 2020. I cannot wait for what's in store for me. And I'm sure you are too, looking forward to 2020. So remember, if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Do share, subscribe, press that notification, because personal years are about to be made live in preparation for 2020. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.